Welcome back, everybody. We are just getting started with the blueprints again. Loving the heck out of this game. Fairly addicted, if I'm being entirely honest with you. Very excited to keep getting to play along and have a good time here. Give me just a second. I'm going to adjust my lighting situation. It might need to get changed back again anyway. No, it really should be. Really should just be on. All right. Likely I won't be able to do a ton more gameplay, but I am excited. All right, let's jump back into it. We're on day 8. It's day 3 is how many days I've been playing. Day 3 is how many days I've been playing. However, we are on day 8 officially of the blueprints. A lot has occurred. We've had a lot of excitement that really changed the landscape for us. One second. Hi, kitty. What are you doing? Besitos. What are you doing, mama? I might have a cat in my lap in just a moment. These mountains are just absolutely gorgeous. Nope. Get out of here. You're gonna lick crumbs up off the floor? Not worth it. Not worth it, girl. Alright. My cats are, both of them, huge fat asses. I love them to death. Man, do they care more about food than they do about anything else that ever happens around here. I get that it's a survival instinct, but my goodness. Oh, I would have liked the trading post last time. Rooms in your house are more likely to contain dick spots today. I haven't gotten this one yet, and so let's get the root cellar. Let's see what we get. Is there going to be a shovel in here? I would really appreciate there being a shovel in here. Oh, I see. I see. So there's a lot of dig spots in here. Oh, wow. This is huge. Interesting. I think this is big. So, Baron Thomas Sinclair and Baroness Oravel are the two women, or the two his parents, and then Lord William Epson and Lady Ashlyn are Clara and Lionel's parents. Whereas Herbert had a brother named Simon, who we have not met, but we have seen brief pictures of him. It looks like Mary took after her mother's maiden name. This feels huge. This feels big. So, the Clara Epson is Mary's mother. Mary is Marion. I already forgot her full name. Is our writer, is our missing woman. So it's interesting that there's so much about Mary in this game. There's a lot of talk of whether she is truly missing, or whether there's something more nefarious going on. I wish I had those answers. I do not have those answers. So we're gonna keep exploring, see if we can find it all out together. This is super important though. I think the Epsons being the spades as well as the swan. I think that's important imagery. And then Sinclair does in fact continue to have this two things. That is a mistletoe. It looks like Sinclair has a mistletoe on his crest, but I also think it is very much worth knowing there's another branch here and it's missing. We do not know who that connects to or if there is even a connection, but there does appear to be a proper branch going off and not interacting with anyone. All right. I'd love to eat plain old potatoes, but I don't think the game is going to let me give myself an insane amount of steps from just gobbling tomatoes. Tomatoes? Potatoes. Potato. If I recall, one of the last things, I'm glad I'm playing again because one of the last things we discovered was the code to the orchard over here. So many secrets. The code to the orchard, I believe, is 1128. And I only remember that because I played very recently. And one of the last things I want is to forget a major detail like that, because it was difficult to get. We're in, folks. Are we getting a permanent buff as well? The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20 steps. That's huge. I'll start with 65 in a day. Whoa. There's got to be some other stuff here too. Is that a bird bath with someone in it or something in it? Oh no, it's a sundial. Oh man, what? Okay, so sundials are used to tell time, but maybe if we wait for it to line up perfectly, right at noon. I won't lie though, it's not moving very consistently. In fact, I haven't seen it move at all yet. Okay. Worth looking into in a bit, but let's see what's over here. The apple orchard. The Gardener's Logbook, April 10th, 1992. There's that mistletoe logo again, April 10th, 1992. When I first came on the estate, in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of his improvidence, in this first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. Interesting. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nogula. I'm going to say Nogula. 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 I don't know. Anyway, Robert, groundskeeper. Among as many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and the eastern yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death. So, I mean, that is her ladyship, Lady Epson, and the ensuing closure of the west wing. So Lady Epson must have been either romantically involved or associated with Herbert in some way. Unless Simon lived here too. But as far as we know, Simon just lived here as a kid. I'm not entirely sure. Alright. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and western wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. That's what it was. It had to be on the edge of the house. The soil survey. Interesting. Barren ground. Oh, wow. The soil survey. One of the first tasks I understood as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from this survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from the garden and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. So the right side of the house is definitely more fertile ground. What does barren ground mean? I assume that means nothing will grow there at all. Maybe that's something we need. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gasoline. Including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gasoline should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with a much more appropriate angel, Rena. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listened to me rave and pontificate on the subject of the better part of our lunch yesterday, and she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth, and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only ever seen Rena's depiction in the chapel. This is another one. So we know that the maid is named Mila. This is another thing. I don't know how we input these, but I think it's worth knowing. I'll just do the chapel over here. Chapel. The maid. I don't remember what number she is. I think she might be 4 or 3. I don't remember which order these guys are though. So we're just gonna do maid is Mila. Serena. There we go. Alright, so we at least have 2 of them. I feel like that's going to be one of our final puzzles, though. I feel pretty confident about that being one of the last puzzles we'll be dealing with. Wait, there is one here. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. Let's keep at it. Sorry, I bumped the microphone again. Very, very intrigued. Non-stop excitement this time around. Alright, and that is it for... That's the pedestal that... That's the teeny little pedestal that gems will often be on. And yet there's no gem. How weird. Extra weird. Because that screams there should be a gem somewhere in here, right? Darn, really wanted there to be a gem just like dangling somewhere. Alrighty. Not entirely sure what this does. Oh! Hey, that's cool. That seemed pretty crazy, pretty important, and I have no idea what I've done. I'm gonna go look at that, I guess. We're starting with the outside today. Here I am not being aware that there's even... Excuse me. Even a switch that I could do that with. But very, very interesting nonetheless. Let's see, because that one lit right over here, right? Oh no. This was... Oh, it was down below. Down below. Okay. So this one came from over there. Now where's that one come from? Not a whole lot that can be seen over here. That being said, maybe I check the western wing. I already did the root cellar there. But I'll just peek over the fence, see if I spot anything. Because the part that I don't think... part that I don't think is the case is... I don't remember there being any pumps or mechanisms over there. Alright, well, let's just get in the house. Start our journey. My allowance! Woo! Alright. I should have taken a picture of that diagram. I meant to. I'll do it tomorrow. What I do remember is the right being the main spot for gardens. So let's... Any excuse to get more loot. So let's start with our nook. Anything else in here? Alright. Nothing in the nook. Parlor? Hey, love finding extra stuff. What's our puzzle today? You are in the parlor. I am. This box is empty, and the blue box is true. I understand the mission. I understand the mission, guys. Thank you for the 2 gems. I mean, it feels silly not to have the not to add the observatory. That just moved on its own. That just moved on its own. I saw it. There's the slice. It's not. It arguably is one of the worst rewards you can get, but like, hey, we're moving through the process. That's all that matters, right? Let's see what's in this room. Can I? Your package has been delivered. I'm so hyped. Oh my gosh, what did I even get? What did I even get? Oh, and I can come in here now. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, this I didn't expect. I'm getting so excited. Okay. So this is my first time discovering this the clues to this puzzle. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client as has provided. Wait a second. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. So press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Gotcha. I don't know what that means, but I'll be keeping it in mind. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender. He is no longer employed with our staff. Okay, definitely something tiny down there. Denny Ravain. Syncaco. Oh, I'm super jazzed. That was super cool. Lots of mail in the mailroom. Lots of mail. Oh, and you can see inside of each box. Oh, that's kind of cool. Can't see what's inside, but the fact that it's a tangible object is pretty cool. Simon P. Jones. From Dad. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves every day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days at the estate. But with all the prep, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. This is so adorable. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor, and be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before the trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all of your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. This is a really cool stamp, Dad. Very cool stamp. Also, Alice Drive, 1809, Alice Drive, Fen Aries, zip code. Now my brain's like, wait, okay, I'm gonna metagame for just a split second. I want to see if that's a real zip code. It's in Missouri? I don't think this is where I'm meant to be looking. Anyway, very cool, very cool. Flan! Oh, just love new rooms. Alright, what's my package? The Cinca Company. Items included in this order are a brass compass and a sleeping mask. Whoa, brass compass. I already know what this does. Lead north more frequently. It's very cool. And then a sleeping mask. Oh, the first time you enter each bedroom, gain 5. That one's pretty decent. Oof. Wow, this is... I didn't expect to find that room. But very cool nonetheless. Alright, let's see if we can't make it to the foundation. The thing about the foundation is there's not a whole lot for me to do there right now. This spot for the den is pretty solid. Yeah, I missed that top one. It's just one of those things where it's like there's nothing to click in this room, and so I feel like this is a great spot for the closet. Hey, more gems and an ivory dye. Jesus, be careful stepping in and out of rooms like that. I know you forget sometimes, but it is very, very important to not forget. I'm going to do the courtyard, because there's a chance there could be a shovel! Oh, interesting. I'm so happy. I'm about to dig up so much. A few old coins. 2, nice. There's a lot of spots to dig here. And it doesn't take any of my energy. More money! Any chance I could get another money? Alright, that's fantastic. Let's actually go back, since we're so close to the beginning, and go to the green room again. Or the, you know, the other room. I'm using a lot of my movement just sort of running back and forth today. But I'm hoping that I can still utilize what I do have for some really, really beneficial stuff. Here we go. A rock! Turnip! Hey, there we go. Another turnip! That's amazing. Old tin can, fair enough. I don't know who buried that. A key. Just a basic key. Very cool. And another turnip! Wow, look at that. Practically reset me. Practically all my fears have washed away. We are good to keep going. Here I am. Here I am thinking things are getting, you know, worrying that things are getting dim. I wonder if there's like a pump room that I could get over there. Maybe. Alright. I'm gonna hit this room just to see what it gets. Our nursery. Nursery would be big. I'm gonna do nursery because nursery is pretty huge for me right now. One more thing. Marion Marigold. Why Marigold? That's a really good question because Epson is her real name. Mary Epson. So what is the Marigold connection? Where does Marigold come from, you know? Like, it's a beautiful name, and I know you can... Ultimately, you can just make names up, but... Something about the name Mary and Marigold. Mary. Alright. We are back, and there are more dig spots. Darn. A turnip! Whoa! I did not expect a turnip. The chapel. It's possible. I'm gonna throw the hallway down here. This is another edge of the house. See, view inventory of all the items currently in the house is one of those things that my brain just doesn't really see the value in it. Like, I'm not sure if it's me specifically or if it's just like, if something's in the house, I will grab it. Like, I won't leave anything laying down if I can avoid it. Like, it helps me know if I've missed something, I guess. But for now, I think I want the four. I want the pantry. I want the four goodies. Nothing else stashed anywhere. Game does seem to be a little bit loud right now. I'm gonna turn it down just a smidge. Billiard room. I'm gonna do billiard room. Yeah, we're fine with that for now. No money anywhere today. No goodies stashed anywhere. Nothing here, no. Nothing here. Alright, time for the puzzle. Start with a 15. We're gonna do 18 divided by 6 is 3. 16 it's going to be 12 plus 4, so 16 minus 5 is 11 times 2 is 22 divided by 11 is 2 again. Nice. I know my math. I know my math. Utility closet. I don't really want to pull up the utility closet right now. I'd like to do the bedroom. Hey, a free apple. This is... I already forgot her name. I meant to take that picture. Gosh. This is the woman... I don't remember her full name, but she wound up becoming Herbert's mother. So this is Herbert's mother's room. I just don't fully grasp the significance of that. Greetings from Reddington. Sadly, I can't turn this over or do anything to it. See what we can get at commissary. Oh my gosh! Darn it! I was too hopeful. Alright, so we have a sledgehammer, which I still don't fully know what it does. Only thing I can think is that you can break down those in-between walls. The metal detector being 10 is not my favorite thing in the world. 3 coins for 1 gem is a bit steep, but I don't think it's unfair. Salt shakers, anytime you get food, it gives one extra goodie. I say metal detector. Well, you can keep buying more gems, which is good. The pool! I mean, I have to get the pool, right? Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Whoa. Interesting, they're huge, big old things on the walls. Oh, I can't go in. Interesting, there's not a whole lot going on in here. Oh, there's rules over there I missed. Some writing on the wall, I imagine isn't going to be too important, but let's find out. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day, unless otherwise stated. No running! Silly. Crazy silly. Really quick. An indoor Orindian pool was one of the more modern additions to the estate, the inclusion of which provided a convenient excuse for building a handful of other rooms, which not only complement an indoor pool, but are often compulsory inclusions. Cool. Sure. It stinks for this to be where this walkway ends. Kind of want to do dining room. I want the walk-in closet, but I'm going to do dining room. Why are they all locked? Darn it. So many rooms need keys. Luxury items for sale. While this is cool, while that is very, very interesting, I do not want to I don't want to make the chapel. Spare room, the drawing room, which does still require one. If I were to do dark room, I think dark room would be best. Hello, dark room. Beep, 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 beep. Please don't all be locked. I think it's interesting that there's a lot of ways to counter these red rooms. Well, this is the last room I would have wanted. Yeah, without any energy going to here from the boiler room. All I get is the dig spot. A safe deposit box key? I have a mailroom all the way on the other side of the place! Guess where we're going, guys? Way back to where we started. Way back. We're going way back. All the way back to the beginning and then beyond the beginning even. Didn't expect to have this. What number was it? A safe deposit box key. Wait a second. Oh, these aren't safety deposit boxes. Shoot, I need a vault. Oh. Oh, a misunderstanding has cost me yet again. Because it doesn't say vault key until I interact with it. It says a deposit box key. And so my brain just thought mailbox, like mail deposit box. I was like, heck yeah. That I have. When in fact I do not. I do not have. It's okay for now. Let's keep on pushing. The aquarium! Aquarium is every color room. Oh, wow, I'm hurt. I don't want to do it here. Oh, I don't actually know what's in the aquarium. I'm gonna do chapel, as much as it hurts. Wow, we are really struggling to make this a normal situation, huh? Are these car keys? A spare set of car keys. I mean, I can work my way to this side of the house. I just can't guarantee. Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps. I mean, sure, let's do it. Not sure what that's doing in here. Pretty cool spot, pretty cool spot. Alright. Glad I got the aquarium. Let's check it out. Hey. Oh, hello. Look at this weird little... It's like its own little room. Look at that. Oh, is it all the colors? Just a key on the ground. Just a key on the ground. Amazing. Look, they're based off certain rooms in the house. Because, like, that's outdoor. There's a barbecue. This is a hallway. This is one of the hallways. This is the orange part of the room. And then red. What's in here? Washing machine, laundry. And then over here is the... Couldn't tell you, but it's looks like the archives for the most part. Wow, what a small world. Crazy. Oh, what appears to be a broken lever. Whoa. Didn't expect to find key items down there. Another turnip. I am scarfing these turnips down. What does this door do? The weight room scares me. I think it's just once, like when you use it. I pulled the garage. Incredible. Nothing. Another coin. Yay. Where's coin purse to? Anytime I get a coin. Each time you collect 3. It's very rare to get 3. Yeah, especially if you don't get them all together. It did work! Oh my god, it did work! Okay, so it's every 3. They don't have to be matched up. Hey, look. That's one of the pictures that's in the entryway. Wonder what that means. 3rd time, Christoph. I wonder if knowing their names is big. Floor plan upgrade disc. Permanently upgraded floor plan. Wow. I haven't found a terminal this time. And it goes to the car too! No way. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. There's a thing. There's a conspiracy going on. I read in the mailroom Denny got fired. We don't know what Denny did, or like we don't know what Denny's job was. I'm starting to think Christoph, I think we need to start focusing on the names of all the people. I wasn't actually keeping an eye on them. I didn't think that every person whose name was being said was related to those statues. But maid, Mila, groundskeeper, Rena, caddy or some kind of like, is Christoph? Denny? No idea about Denny. Huh. How interesting. Not what I expected at all. Not what I expected at all. Alright. Welcome to the weight room. An exercise room outfitted with weightlifting equipment. A good workout session here will wipe you out and leave you with little energy left for exploring. It's true. It's a rare weight room. Nice. Okay, well I got this one that I wanted is done, so I don't actually need to worry too much about that. Gosh, I almost have to just get rid of these bad rooms, these shitty rooms. I'm gonna do maid's chamber because I'm fine with going left, and maid's chamber is a bedroom. Nice. Mila, a maid. She's a broom in her hand, but I don't think that part matters. I worry at these top floors, I'm gonna start losing a lot of stamina. Or sorry, end keys. So it doesn't mark gems. It only marks keys and gold. Hi, little baby. What a sweet little fella. I don't know who's feeding you, but I'm glad you're around still. I am gonna buy it because the thought of going through the chapel, not something that I want to be doing. Control water flow through the estate. Water flow. So the thing is, that upgrade disc is useless to me unless I get a security room. But boy, do I want to know what the pump room does. Oh, I know the pump room's rarer. Haha. All right, we're doing the glass jug puzzle, the greenhouse, the pool, the fountain, the reservoir. There is a lot going on in here. Oh man. getting somewhere. I'm not sure if I'm trying to remove all the water from the fountain or not. I'm gonna have to get pretty close to the front door again to check the fountain. Yeah, courtyard doesn't have a fountain. Okay. These are both full. Let's put them in the pool. That is one of the middle ones. Let's start. I'd rather take from the right side first, so let's... Not really sure what the exact right play is here. But I am doing... Holy shit. There's so much here. The basement key. The door does not fit. This looks a lot like the gears in the den. The well. Holy cow. Well. Well. So I'm thinking for the reservoir, where is the reservoir? Like, is that the reservoir over here? Is this like part of it? I'm just gonna quickly pop my head back in here. I'm aware I'm using some of my movement to do it, but I just want to make sure that I get this saved somewhere. Alright, sorry about that. Snapping a picture of relevant information. You know how it is. I have the tech, so I will use it to my advantage. All right, let's look around just a little bit. The reservoir. Where is the reservoir? Because I find myself stuck and unsure of... We are actually way up here. Actual birds in the bird bath. First time I've ever seen that. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Some torches down here, but I don't really see them in use. Yeah, I just find myself thinking, like, even if I was to remove all of the water from the reservoir, where is the reservoir? The other thing I want to test is there anything like at the base of the pool that I should be concerned about as well? I do believe I did fill the pool back up. Alright, give me a second. I have to use the restroom. All right, we are back. The only thing else I can think to do with the pump room would be to drain the pool. If there is a reservoir, I don't know where it is. And I think dedicating time and energy to it would just make the situation even worse. Oh, I hope I can make it to the pool. Okay, so let's just pump everything back in. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't work like that. Okay, well, this one should do it, right? Back to the fountain. Very cool. Wish I had the basement key, but I do not. I do not. But yeah, let's get as much of the water out of the pool as we can. Flip this over. We could probably drain that one too. About 4 from here. I didn't see anything in the pool, but I guess there could be stuff in the pool. I think it would be reckless to assume that there's nothing. Did I need to flip this one? I do. Alright, either way, that pool stuff needs to get sent over to here. Almost enough to drain the whole pool by itself. And then okay. Pump to tank switch, yeah. So I think this water needs to be sent somewhere. I think what needs to happen is this needs to get sent back. Oh, wait. This needs to get sent back to the pool, sadly. Right? Am I being silly? Oh. I am being silly. Okay, so that's going to take all of that, and then I need this one on once it's done. Why would I want to drain the aquarium? That's so evil. I'll do it. That would be 3. So pump 3. Pump 3 is only accessible by... that one, okay. How weird. Pump 4. Pump 4 does engage with this one. Why am I struggling with this? I feel like it was so easy at first, and now I'm second guessing myself. There's a reserve tank. Oh, which I assume is just extra water if we had power, which we don't. Okay. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we do need a little bit more out of the way. So aquarium is 3, so 1, 2, 3. And yet if we want to drain from the pool, we need 6. And 6 can only come from here. Is there any way for this pump to... Understood, understood. I think... I wish I could transfer stuff from tank 1 to tank 2. But pump 2 seems to be the only one that's able to do any of the crazy fun stuff. I don't know if crazy fun is the word that I meant to use there, but... if that is in fact the case, all I really need is for pump 2 to send one of its water to this piece. Right? That leaves one empty spot here. And then if we switch this over, and then we crank it down, right? It should fill that one spot. Yes. Excellent. The pool is drained. Alright, let's go to the pool. Glad the aquarium's okay. Very much cutting it close. I will likely run out of stamina before I get to fully explore. But we shall see. Maybe I beeline it for the dining room. It just gives one more for every food I find. Alright. Oh, there's so much money. Alright. Corridor. Corridor, corridor, corridor. Please, corridor. Hey, you know what I found? I found a couple things just now. Another upgrade disc! I just got another upgrade disc! Oh my gosh. Okay, we're doing this first before I accidentally leave the room and kill myself. Insert this upgrade disc. I have 2 of them! Oh my god! Okay, I don't get to choose. Storeroom. What happens? 222? Two 1 1 1 2 2. Oh, 1 1 10. I feel like I gotta go the 10, right? Yeah, I mean 10 gold is big money. I can't believe I found two. Oh, I'm giddy. I'm giddy. Ugh. The Nook. Okay, I get the Nook on almost every single run. So let's see. 2 keys, 1 key plus bacon and eggs. I will always draw out the library when drafting in this room. I think if I expect to actually learn more about the what's going on here, this is the only way. And the library is a good room to have too. All right. Well, let's see. I know the password, assuming it's the same. Run payroll. Sorry about that. Still fighting with the dog to not be on the couch. And then log into network. I believe it is still Swan Song. Amazing. Which is hopefully going to get us access to all the notes from that meeting. Let's see how many it is. Electronic mail from Anne Babbage next week, November 1st, 1993. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definite plans for the holidays, please pass a message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend. Hartley. Sorry, we're just getting all the names. Hartley, valeting. Valet. I don't know if that's relevant. Who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter. Anne Babbage. To DC Power, RE Fuse Box Repair. October 8th, 1993. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you are out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is... Oh, give me 1 second. finishing up the process. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you're out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Thank you for the due diligence on this project. H.S. Sinclair. I'm going to take more pictures because this one seems... You know, actually, probably this one's simple enough I could probably just write it down. Okay, so we're going to do fuse box. Fuse box. There was a couple of them. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 or 5. All 5 purple. One red. Then the other one is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Purple, yay, okay, so all good, all good. From MC, changes to the estate. Date October 7th, 1993, subject the estate changes. Dear Herbert, we just wanted to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. McGuire, McKinley, and McDougall. The changes you have implemented to your will. Interesting. DC Power, another fuse box repair scheduled for a few days earlier. The VAC indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. If this is not the desired functionality, let us know and we will fix it in a regular service visit next week. Interesting. It is all 6 purple. Well, all 6 purple, 1 red equals 6 purple. Amazing. Data transfers? No. Staff services? I feel like the metal detector is such a solid choice. It does look like I still need to pay for it, though. So nothing too amazing. All right. Now we can actually explore this room a little bit. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure that the west and the east levers are operational. Interesting. Wouldn't that prevent me from doing what I need to do? But I had a broken lever last time. I still have it. Could prove to be useful. I wonder if I need to, like, fuse it with something. What's this? Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Bridget. Bridget. I'm trying to think of all the characters. Bridget. Currently unknown. Librarian, maybe. Flight of the Queen. March of the Count. Fall of the Lord. Passing of the Barons. Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's handwriting, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be Hearings or Herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. let's see what we got. I made a bold choice. Nice. Kitchen. Food for sale. Go for it. Doesn't matter what it is, we've got it. Ah, I need a gem. All right. Haha. Of which I don't think I have any green rooms. I have one. Two green rooms. So those, the chef's salad is a 10. Oh, that's funny. I did not just buy myself 40. Oh, goodness. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold. Interesting here, they call her Mary Matthew Jones. I assume Simon Jones is our last name, so this is our mom. Wow, okay. The jewels thing is the part I fully don't understand, but... Dang, 2 code rooms is very rough. I also think that might be the end of our journey. I didn't expect both sides to be locked down. Oh, it's so cute. A country stew pie. Believe that this is a blank room. I could go to the chapel at least. Down, right, down, right. Oh, wait. We'll figure it out. Walked into the wrong room. Oh, I forgot that more money has been distributed around the house. Holy cannoli. Give me that sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. That is not what I thought it would do at all. Shows what I know. Shows my understanding of everything. Hey, more money. More money. the chimney sweep. So many things we don't yet know. More money! Alrighty. We are... Oh, let's go to the maid's chamber, right? That's... Oh, that's back into the hallway. Back around here. More money! 2 stamina, that's fine. Whoa! A whole bunch of money. Payroll slip. Payroll issued for the week of 11/8. Amount 10 gold. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I could go back to the pump room, but I don't think I have any idea of where I'd want to pump the water. Because, like, straight away I could just siphon all the water out of the aquarium, but that would just be so evil, wouldn't it? Let me see. So pump 2, again, is the only one that reaches the reservoir, but we need pump 3. Or sorry, tube 3, which goes to pump 1 and room 5. Alright, we are filling up the pool again, just because why not, I guess. Are not connected. Alright, let's see what happens to the aquarium when there's no water in it. And the kitchen, I guess. That's nice that at least they don't show drowning fish. That would be sad. But I like that it at least includes something happening. Let's run back over towards the kitchen really quick. See if we got anything new in the kitchen for filling it up with water. If not, that is a-okay. I wonder if that has any bearing on the kitchen's supply of water or something. Lots of just understanding today in the game. Just trying to grasp concepts for the most part. But I think we made a whole lot of progress this run. Whole lot of progress. Okay, it's not affecting it at all. Last thing we will check out is... might actually be it. Might have to say that's a good place to call it. As always, this has been super duper fun. I am getting deeply addicted, deeply entrenched in this experience. And I kind of can't wait to get back into it. If it were up to me, I'd stay up all night, but you know, not not really the play. Not really the smartest thing to do. That's how it goes. Alrighty. The Scarlet Excavation Site. So once again, lots of red rooms. I think the right play when you have a whole bunch of red rooms is just to get rid of them. Just use them as quickly as possible. An excavation site, because I excavated 20 dig spots. This is only like my second time getting a shovel, and that was a crazy amount of excavating. 8 red rooms. Nothing I can do about that. Well, as you can see, this has been an amazing day. Day 8 was quite a shock. I made it almost all the way to the antechamber today. Obviously the doors are still locked, but hey, you know, we are making some serious progress. Excited to see what comes next. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for joining me.